Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about renting a car in Iceland.
Oh boy, Iceland was a really fun place to drive, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really,
Yeah.
you do want to rent a car in
You
Iceland. Because there's really no other way to see everything you will
Yeah,
want to see.
it's really hard to do it by tour or by using public transportation and things like that. So you definitely want to go when you can afford to rent a car because it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to be able to go to places and stay later than other people can stay.
Right.
Which is really important if you're trying to see the Northern Lights or something
Yes.
like that, because you need to be out there, obviously, late at night. And the tours have already all gone back to Reykjavik by that time.
Right.
So car rental is really, really important. Our first recommendation would be to rent an automatic and just put that, at the top of your list, because driving, while not as difficult as other countries, actually it's not really that difficult at all to drive in Iceland. It's so beautiful. You're gonna be having to pull over quickly and
And just maneuver some weird situations as far as either parking or pulling off to the side of the road. That it will be a little bit more complicated with a manual if you're not really proficient with it.
Exactly. But I would say there are other countries that are much more treacherous to drive than Iceland. Iceland is not a problem at all. And there aren't really that many cars on the road.
No.
Once you get out of Reykjavik, so it's really one of the easier countries that we've ever driven in.
Yeah.
One other thing that you'll notice is that the cars will not be new.
No.
They're going to be like most places you rent a car. It's like a brand new car. Maybe it
smells brand new. Yeah, no.
These are not going to be new cars, and
No.
and that's good, because when you bring it back, it's not going to be new.
It's still not going to be.
If they gave you a new car, it would be not new a week later when you brought it back. So because of all the wind and the sand that blows into your car,
so
many things, and that's a reason that you probably need to get the insurance in Iceland.
Yes, 100%. If you don't get it, there's only two places where we say 100% get the insurance. There should be no questions here. We've mentioned that in our Ireland renting a car video, and we'll say it in this one. These are the two places that you just don't even think about renting a car without getting the insurance.
Yeah, we got the insurance, and we brought our car back, and of course we didn't have any damage, which was really
shocking,
a miracle,
really, actually.
After a week of driving. Two or three people brought it in right while we were there, and they all had damage. Everyone that brought their car back had damage. And in fact, when we rented our car, we had to wait an additional hour to pick up our car, because so many people the day we were picking up our car had brought them back with damage that they ran out of cars.
Yeah.
So that's why the cars look a little battered. At least 30 to 40% of the people that bring a car back have some type of damage that has to be dealt with.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be in that situation without the insurance.
The other thing that you need to watch out for is your speed. You think to yourself, hey, there's no one out here. I can go as fast as I want. Except you're not going to know the hiding spots of the Icelandic police officers, and they do give out a lot of tickets, and they are not cheap. As you know, Iceland is a pretty pricey place to visit, and the last thing you want to do is add a ticket to it.
Right.
So we were, very grateful to not have any issues with that, but definitely keep track of your speed, because it is a big deal, and it will affect you, and it will be a lot of money.
Yeah, a couple of the tips are just watch your gas. You could be going somewhere and there won't be a gas station for a long time.
Yeah.
Make sure you're filling up. If you get down to a half tank, make sure you fill up.
Definitely.
Otherwise, you're in serious trouble for running out of gas somewhere in the rural countryside.
Yeah. The other thing too is, and this happened to us several nights because we were hunting for the Northern Lights, which we were fortunate enough to see several times there, is that the roads are not lit. So you will find yourself in, some pretty thick fog in many places, rolls in, and also just pitch dark. The only light is your car, and there's no other cars around. So it can be a little bit scary if you're not prepared for that mentally. Driving back one night, we were driving back at, 3, 4 in the morning from tracking down the Northern Lights, and it was pretty hairy for a little bit. I had to drive really, really slow because we just weren't sure what was in front of us.
Yeah, luckily there was nobody else out there.
Thankfully.
But, the other thing I would say is that if you are going to go to an attraction that's, say, 3 hours away, don't leave 3 hours before you want to get there. Leave 5 hours before you want to get there, because you will stop a minimum of 3 to 4 times at things that you didn't know exist. Even the stuff on the side of the road that's unnamed, that's not in any guidebooks, you could stop 50 times on the way.
Unnamed waterfalls, lava fields, all kinds of stuff to see.
You will want to stop several times on the way. If you're driving all the way out to the Glacier Lagoon, we had to stop 4 or 5 times on the way out there at places we never even heard of.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure they're named. They're just beautiful. And finally, we just had to say, if we don't just not stop anymore, we won't make it there before sunset, which was our goal. So, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to get somewhere.
So hopefully this video will help y'all, give you some tips and help you get started off on the right foot on your trip to Iceland. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and go ahead and give us a like on this video if it helped you out. Leave us a comment below on when you're planning on visiting Iceland. We'll see you soon.